The most attractive men don't overdo eye contact. They don't scan the room like they're searching for approval. They give one look, intentional, grounded, and then they go back to their world. That's the power of controlled attention. You look once and then you let her sit with it. If she looks back and you're already focused elsewhere, it leaves an imprint. It creates contrast. She wonders if it was real, if you even saw her. That's where the curiosity starts. That's not just a vibe, it's psychology. Studies show that intentional eye contact triggers emotional tension and makes the brain assign more meaning to that moment. So, the move here is simple. Give the moment, then take it away. You're not seeking, you're signaling. Calm interest, not hunger. That's what makes her nervous in the best way. So, here's what this video is about. Getting your body language right so you attract girls effortlessly. Not through cheesy pickup tricks or weird poses, but with understanding what actually works, what psychology backs up, and how you can use it without feeling fake. It's about the stuff most guys never learn until they're older, frustrated, or ghosted one too many times. But you're smarter than that. You're here. So let's break it down. Most guys miss this completely. Mirroring. When someone's attracted to you, they unconsciously start copying your body language. They cross their legs after you. They lean back when you do. They mirror your energy without even realizing it. It's subtle, but it's real. But this isn't just something to observe. You can use mirroring both as a signal and a tool. If she's matching your movements, even small ones, it means she's attuning to your energy. That's a strong signal she's engaged. But you can flip it. When you start subtly mirroring her, crossing your arms a few seconds after she does, leaning slightly when she leans, matching her tone or pacing, it creates a powerful psychological effect. Why? Because it makes her feel seen, understood, and even emotionally synced. Mirroring builds what's called perceived similarity, a cue the brain uses to decide who's safe, likable, and worth connecting with. She won't think, he's copying me. She'll just feel like you get her. Like the two of you are already on the same wavelength. And when someone feels aligned with you on that subtle, nonverbal level, it builds trust and attraction fast without a single pickup line. So here's the rule. Don't overdo it. Don't mirror every move. Keep it delayed, natural, and low-key. Let it feel like a rhythm, not a tactic. Amy Cuddy's research on presence shows that power and calm create emotional resonance. Use that. Become the calm center in the room, and she'll unconsciously start syncing with your energy. And while your presence draws her in, your body will reveal what words can't, especially your feet. Your eyes can lie, your voice can lie, but your feet, they're honest. One of the biggest tells in body language is foot positioning. When your feet are pointed directly at someone, it signals focus, openness, and interest. When your feet are turned away, even slightly, it signals disinterest or distraction. Women pick up on this more than you think. You might be talking confidently, but if your feet are facing the door, it sends the message that you're already gone. So, when you're talking to her, plant your feet toward her. Ground yourself. Don't shuffle or shift too often. The message is simple. I'm here with you, fully. That's rare energy, and she'll feel it. But once you've made her feel seen, there's something even more powerful than staying in that moment. Pulling back just enough to make her wonder. Here's where it gets psychological. When someone gives us attention, then suddenly pulls back, our brain craves it more. It's called intermittent reinforcement. It's how casinos keep people addicted to slot machines. And yes, it works in attraction too. If you give her a moment of warmth, eye contact, a smile, a quick joke, and then return to your own space or conversation, you leave her with a question. Did that mean something? That's what lingers. The trick is not to play games, but to create contrast. Give attention, then withdraw. Let her wonder. The brain hates unfinished loops, and the guy who knows how to open one without needing to close it, he stays on her mind longer than the guy who gave her everything up front. Because the guy who gives attention like it actually means something, he becomes unforgettable. When you give every woman the same smile, the same energy, the same vibe, you become forgettable. But when you reserve your attention when it's earned, not offered, you become magnetic. If you're the kind of guy who talks to everyone, flatters everyone, you become noise. But if you're focused, calm, and only lock in when someone actually resonates with you, it means something. Women don't just want attention, they want significance. So when you choose someone for a brief moment and make it feel intentional, it sticks. That's the difference between being nice and being memorable. And the guys who leave an impression, you can spot them by the way they walk in and own the room without trying. Most men walk too fast. They move like they're trying to escape the moment. But the most attractive body language is slow, smooth, and deliberate. Think of every movement like it matters, because it does. When you walk, walk like the room is already yours. When you sit, do it like you're not worried about impressing anyone. Straight spine, open chest, hands relaxed, not clenched or hidden. This isn't arrogance, it's presence. The message is simple. I'm not here to chase, I'm here to choose. And that kind of posture, that kind of energy, it draws people in without a word. Now, let's be honest. You can do everything right and still mess it up. If you're performing instead of being, if you're trying to act confident instead of being confident, it shows. Women are incredibly good at picking up inauthentic energy. We've evolved to detect it. Albert Mehrabian's communication theory says only 7% of communication is verbal. The rest, tone, body, vibe. So, if your energy says, please like me, we feel it instantly. Don't turn this advice into a script. Use it to reveal the part of you that doesn't need to chase. That's the real attractive force, not the pose, but the piece underneath it. And if you want to dive deeper into becoming instantly attractive and truly self-secure, I did a video on exactly this topic. I'll link it for you on the end screen. But first, let's finish strong with a couple more body language tricks you don't want to miss. Studies in evolutionary psychology show that a slow, genuine smile, especially when combined with strong eye contact, signals confidence, social intelligence, and approachability. But here's the twist. Most guys smile too soon or too much. The trick? Wait. Make eye contact, hold it, and then let the smile form naturally. Not like a game, like you're privately amused because you already know she noticed you. Check out the difference. See? I am looking at her. I smiled too fast. She thought I was overly eager and walked away. Next time I waited. 1, 2, 3. The eye contact builds up tension. Pause, then smile. She couldn't help but smile back. That's what I'm talking about. Your smile should say, I'm relaxed, I'm good, and you just made it better. But a smile is just one piece, because what really sets a man apart isn't just in his face, it's in how he owns his space. Let's talk territory. Men who manage space well are seen as more dominant and attractive. You don't need to spread out like you're claiming a throne, but you do need to be intentional about how you enter a space. Once I rushed into a conversation and stood way too close. She leaned back. Cringe. Now, I approach slow. Leave just enough space to create curiosity. It's not about being invasive. It's about being confident in your place. Here's the rule. Step in just close enough to be felt, not too close to be needy. Hold your space. Own your space. You're not a guest in the room. You're part of the frame. So if you want to make her nervous in the best way possible, it's not about tricks. It's about presence, calm, and clarity. It's about mastering your body language so well that it doesn't scream for attention. It attracts it naturally. Because the guy who moves with confidence, looks with intention, and stays grounded in who he is the one to remember. And not just because he looked good, but because when he walked into the room, he changed it. If this hit different, hit subscribe and check out the video I mentioned earlier on how to go from invisible to instantly attractive by becoming secure from the inside out. Every week I break down real mindset, attraction, and self-worth psychology without the fluff. Remember, you don't need to chase, you need to become.